Concentrating on the 12th. Messages, Spirit, please. 12th of July 2020. Oh. So, a lot of fire energy. Some thought and communication, but very little else. There is some finance issues, but there is nothing really about love in here. So, releasing the outcome of a situation, releasing your hold on control, releasing the old way of doing things to find your happiness, your bliss. Moving on, moving towards calmer waters from stormy ones. 6 weeks is mentioned. In the home, there is a missed opportunity. There is very little communication, finances, or stability or security. Someone has been lying, deceiving, or stealing, or keeping things close to themselves. Possibly a fire sign, possibly somebody born 1988 plus or minus 12 February to February, which is mentioned at least 3 times. So fire signs, conflict and competition. How your friends see the situation is that you're coming out of self-isolation, which could be talking about the lockdown or something else. Coming out of a lack mentality where you thought you had nothing. Those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. There is a psychic, medium or tarot reader, empath of some sort. You have to be very careful of what goes in your mouth, as in diet, medication, what comes out your mouth as a word written or spoken. Again, you've got your heron, but I always see it as a turkey, so Christmas possibly could be important. There are delays in travel, problems with a vehicle, ambulances, fire engines, parking tickets, speeding fines, not in control. But I suggested this one, it's just reiterating the fact that they think you should let go of control and stop trying to control everything. Those born on the 7th or the 25th, living or past date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Cancer energy rules the breasts, so if there's any issues there, you need to get them checked out. The home and the ancestors, so the ancestors are displeased. Work, no communication, no offers of work, no financial aid in any form, and possibly children costing you a lot of time, effort or money, because a lot of the kids aren't back at school, are they? So there is a gentleman, an older gentleman, possibly a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly of darker complexion, possibly wears a uniform, but he could be a businessman. He is not as well off as he once was, and if he was a good friend, he may now be a dangerous enemy. But there is a fire sign female that is getting what she wants. She is financially stable and happy. Queen of Wands. Wishes and dreams. There's a disappointment. You played your part in this disappointment in some small way. It doesn't mean that you're to blame, it just means that you played your part in it. You've come to the proverbial bridge, it's time to cross it. Don't look back and don't cry over spilt milk. There has been heartache, sorrow and loss. Someone has been hurt deeply and there may be separations, which is what's said in the love read. 3 weeks is mentioned. There could be a third party, but this isn't a love read, so it is heartache, sorrow and loss. You are at a crossroads. There's no going back to the way things were. Now you have to choose which path you are going to take for the future. And the next coming event, someone is giving too much. They are not receiving the same in return. There is a feeling of tiredness and losing the will. So wanting to give up, had enough, throwing in the towel. Too much hard work and unable to defend the situation any longer. It is a fruitless enterprise. So, bit of research for you. Possibly. No, there's not. The bore is 1959 plus or minus 12 February to February. Yeah, that's it really. It's a very clear-cut situation and there is not a jot of love in it. So let's see what they've got to say. Just 2 major arcanas, one positive, one negative. The 2nd and the 29th is positive. The 7th and the 25th is negative. Yeah, some unfinished business. There's an unfinished symphony, and until it's finished, which is what all the other reads have said, there's no moving on. Something needs to be completed positively or negatively, but a completion is required. Starseed. What's necessary now is for you to go with what makes you happy. So, starseeds are souls with double missions: to raise their consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with the feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they need to come here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call. So when they get this card, like the answer the call, it could be literally a phone call. To follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, or relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more to get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals, schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit studios, in parks and nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in some form or spiritual closet. If you're dimming your light to fit in, it's time to stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share, and treat your time on this earth like a glorious vacation. What lights you up? Life is for living.